was coming back from my honeymoon and I was feeling sick and I got my head out of the window, and between Warrington and Wigan there's a steep banking, and this was the express from London, and I saw a man climb out and jump to the bank and roll down. And I went back in the carriage. I said, somebody's just jumped out of the window. Pulled the communication cord and stopped the train. And they came down from the engine and said, who's pulled the communication cord in this carriage? And they said, see someone jump out. So they went down the line. They found the man. He knocked himself out. He was laying there by the train. They locked him in the guard's van and the train went on. When I got to Wigan, there was a detective waiting in Wigan, and it was the first time I signed my married name was on the detective stating that I had seen this man jump out of the train. Now, normally that would be it. I would never know anything more about the man. But my father was a police inspector, and he knew what happened to him. He was interrogated, and he was supposed to be a rep for a firm that sold repairs for stockings. Now, stockings were all on coupons. You had only so many coupons, and when you spent them, you managed without. And they've tried to track this firm down. There was no such firm existed. So he said he'd lost his memory, and they put him in the mental ward at Billinge Hospital for a while. Now, what after there, I don't know. But it concluded that that man was a spy. So I've got the proud thing to say I caught a spy in the war. Well, this is where, when I got married, I came to live with Albert. There used to be two doors there, one to that house and one to that house. I came to live with my husband's aunt and uncle because they had brought him up when his mother died. And they were absolutely pure gold, both of them. They were the most lovely couple you could wish to meet. She'd never had children of her own. And the most traumatic thing I think I've ever done was let her bath that baby. And I had to go in the other room so I couldn't watch her. And I was absolutely terrified. And I thought she was never going to stop. She absolutely loved my children. And they left the two houses to us, which we lived in, and made them into one. That was when I got called the only lady brickie in Wigan, because they were building these bungalows down the road at the time. And I was walking down the road all dressed up going somewhere, thinking I looked smart, and they were wolf whistling, which I thought common workmen, until one said, see her there, the only lady brickie in Wigan. Because I had built brick walls, I'd plastered walls, I'd laid concrete. So that's a memory that made me laugh. I broke down, I couldn't keep a serious face. Of course, come the 1st of May, we always had a May Queen. And they used to dress, they weren't allowed to knock on anybody's door except their relatives. And then they used to get the money that they got from the relatives and go to the little shop there, Mrs. Hamilton's. No, I mustn't leave this without talking about Granny. I called her Aunt. She was one of the most Christian women I have ever come across. She would go to that house up there, the last house there, and leave coal on the doorway, on the doorstep, because we used to get an extra grant of coal in the war, because Uncle worked in water and she had to dry his clothes. And Mrs. Whittle, that lived there, had 2 children. No, I think she had 3. And she was without coal, no fire. This is what it was like when in the war. Everything was rationed, particularly coal, because that was needed to keep the trains going. And she would leave coal outside. If she had anything, people used to share what they could get. And she used to always give part of what anyone gave her to someone else that was in need. She really was what I call a Christian woman. She was absolutely lovely and I loved her to bits. Up there, down by the house, there used to be a path from right up where the outside toilets were, all the way down to the road. And Eleanor used to come and say, Mum, come and polk with me. and we used to come down that path. I had to sing as well as dance. And we did 1, 2, 3 hop, 1, 2, 3 hop. We polkaed all down the road. So it went to the tune. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Polkaed only 1, 2, 3 hop. All my 6 children were born around here and grew up around here. And what is all those houses now used to be our back garden. It was like half a field where all the children from all around used to come to play. Holidays for us was a picnic up on the beach, and all the fun that the children did, they had a lot of fun. Not like it is today, they used to play out. And the boys used to have, one of their tricks was to fasten a piece of black thread to the knocker across the road, hide behind here and pull the knocker. And when they came to answer the door, there was nobody there. They rode sledges down this road, they scooted on skates up and down this road. Very few cars in those days. We also had bonfire nights, and everybody used to come to it. I used to make treacle toffee. We used to sit round the bonfire and roast potatoes after all the little ones had come, and play the guitar. And apparently everybody up at the top of the road in the avenue used to sit out and listen to them, because they were all very musical. Memories are made of this, so sweet, the memories you gave to me. Time I would never miss, so sweet, the memories you gave to me. 4 girls, 2 boys, such fun, such joy. Memories are made of this. Memories are made of this, so sweet, the memories you gave to me. Times that I would never miss, so sweet, the memories you gave to me. A little wood, a magic stream, you played and played your childhood dreams. Memories are made of this. Here I am at 94, grandkids knocking at my door, munching through the cake and homemade jam, surrounded by walks, some so tiny, others tall. What a lucky lady I am. Memories are made of this, so sweet, the memories you gave to me. Times that I would never miss, so sweet, the memories you gave to me. Childish voices, how they rang, building bonfires as they sang. Memories are made of this. Memories are made of this, so sweet, the memories you gave to me. Times that I would never miss, so sweet, the memories you gave to me. All you children now are grown, hear the seeds that I have sown.